everybody. Welcome to RPM, Rock and Pop Mandolin, your destination, your site for finding classic rock and pop mandolin lessons on YouTube. My name is Mike DeJong, and today we are going back to the Beatles once again in the 1960s, and another classic song from the Fab Four and another classic riff. This song is called Birthday. And you know, this one is being recorded. I'm doing this video in the month of November, so for all of us who have birthdays in November, all of us Scorpios, happy birthday, everybody. And here's a song you can play next time instead of the traditional happy birthday, the next time somebody you know is celebrating their birthday. So it's a really fun riff and a really fun song to play on the mandolin. I'll show you all of the various parts, including the little guitar solo that's near the end. But first, before we dive into Birthday by the Beatles, a little bit of business here. If you can, if you're new to this channel, thank you very much for tuning in. But please don't forget to hit that subscriber button, that little red tab down there in the lower right corner before you leave us. It really helps us to continue to continue the amazing growth that this channel has seen over the last few months. But if you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much for coming back to this channel. We really appreciate your patronage. And if you would like to support us even a little bit more, check out our Patreon link down below. We also have some Amazon links there from some products that I personally use or have used and I recommend. And of course, I get a little bit of commission if you do click on those and purchase a product from my Amazon links. But now, without further ado, without further talking about business, let's get into the music. Let's look at the Beatles' Birthday here on RPM. All right, let's take a look at the riffs and the licks in this song. There's a lot of fun ones for you to play on the mandolin. And it starts off with an A7 arpeggio. In fact, all of these are 7 arpeggios in this song, A to D to E. And I'll show you what I mean when I get there. So the first one goes like this. Slowly there, I'm doing it, so... All right, so what am I doing? Well, I'm starting on the A note, 2nd fret right here on the G string, with a 2, like that. And then I'm jumping up to the 6th fret here, which is a C sharp note. And then I'm jumping up to the next string, 2nd fret, E, and then 5, 4 there. But first I'll show you the first 3 ones, like that. All right, so A, C sharp, E, or C sharp, E, only one time, so like that, and then like that. So I'm going 5th, 4th, 2, 2, like that. So, all right, and as you can see, I'm using my pinky finger here on that 6th fret note, the C sharp there. So, and then I'm using my 3rd finger, the ring finger here, and I'm basically playing a little bit of a bar chord there, so I can catch those 2 notes with one finger. And that might take a little bit of practice to be able to do that. So, you see how I catch those 2 with one finger right there? All right, so that's the A major, 7th pentatonic or arpeggio there. I guess you could say it's even a pentatonic, right? Then you go to the next chord, which is a D chord, all right? By the way, if you want to just accompany this pattern, it's all 7th chords. It's an A 7th chord, then to a D 7th chord, and then to an E7, right? And then to an A7. Or you could play it here, but I like it there for this song. You could play the D7 here, right? And then A7, and then E7, like that, right? But let's just worry about the arpeggios here because the guitars really don't play those chords. I believe in the original song. I think it's done by piano. So you want to just get that, you want to get those riffs down. So we've done the A. Let's go to the next one. Okay, the D part goes, all right, like that. So same pattern as on the A, 2 at first, but this time on the D note, open D, like that. So you're going 4, then open A, and then 3, 2, open, open, like that. So, all right, you got that? Okay, so let's do the first 2, A to D, ready? That's A to D. Okay, so in the song, you're playing the A part twice, right? And in between, you're just doing a little string raking like that. Just a little muted strumming. Just don't press down on the left hand. Just hold the strings quiet and do that. So, right? A. Right? A riff, and then D. Only once. Then back to the A once. Right? And then now you're jumping up to the E. And the E pattern is exactly the same as the A pattern, except it's one string lower. So instead of here, you're going from here. All right, so that's from the 2nd fret of the D string, and then 6th fret here of the D string. So, and then jumping up to there, 2nd fret of the A, 5th fret, 4th fret of the A, and then 2nd and 2nd again, bar those two if you can. So, right? So you can catch those two with one finger. That's your E riff. Okay, and again, that's only played once as well in the pattern. So 2 on the A, D, A, E, A. Okay, that's the pattern. So it's A, D, E, A. All right, and the next part that you might want to get is, well, it's kind of just an easy, in the song, it's kind of a pre-chorus that they do only once, but they just go down to an E chord, and they just stay on the E chord for a number of bars, like that. So that's just an open E chord, or it's just a regular E chord down here at the end of the neck. 1st fret, 2nd fret, 2nd fret. Party, right? He's singing, I want to party, something like that. And then they do a little bit of a key change from C to G, or they go from C to G. All right, but what happens is the guitar players, they do some really cool little licks over those C to G chords, and I'll show you what those are. They go like this. On the last one, they go. Right? And they go back to the A riff again. So what is that? Well, that's over a C and a G chord, or C7 and G7 chords. But basically, you just want to play this little pattern. Start on the C note, which is the 5th fret of your G string right there. Right? 5th fret right there. And then jump up to the next string and just do what we call a chromatic walk, which means every fret all the way up from 2nd, 3rd, 4th to 5th. So, and what you're doing is you're going, right? You're giving it 1, 2, that many picks. And what I'm doing is all downstrokes on this part too, just to give it a little more force. So, right? Each one twice. And then when you come down, you skip this one, the 4th fret, and you go like that. So 5th, 3rd, 2nd, open. Okay, so it's a little different going down. So going up is down. Okay, so 5th fret, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 3rd, 2nd, open. And the final one is really cool. They do a little climb up to the E, all right? And it's basically, again, it's a chromatic thing. So every single fret will be used from there. I'll show you. So it goes like that. Isn't that cool? So 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. And then what I do is I try to switch fingers there. It's a little tricky. So like that. So from there, the 5th fret, 6th fret, 7th fret, 8th fret, 9, okay? And then you hit that high 7th fret on the A string, which is an E note, and it goes right back into the A pattern. So one more time. See, so they linger on that last note there. And you might even bring that one in at the same time. You can even do it as a double stop. So something like that sounds pretty cool as well. And then back see how that goes nicely back into the A, because it comes from the E, which is the fifth of the A, right back into the main A chord again, and that lick. All right, there's one more little pattern that you want to learn in this song. It's kind of a cool little guitar solo bit. And again, it's all based on an A major 7 arpeggio, and it goes like this. All right, so what is that? Well, that's just an A note here. Start on the A, 2nd fret here on the G string, and then you jump right up to the E note, like that. So you jump right to the 2nd fret on the D string there, so and then to the 5th fret and the 7th fret, okay? Right, so that's A up to the high A here, so right, and then you just come back down with a few extra notes, like that. So, right, so from here, that's a G note, so the G on the 5th fret here of the D string, 5th, 2nd, open, 5th, 2nd, open. So one more time, like that, right? And then the second time you go up high, you go. And it's almost the same notes, and it's still part of an A major pentatonic, or actually it's more of an A minor pentatonic, really, because it's got a C note in there instead of a C sharp, but that doesn't matter, don't worry about that, just play those notes, I'll show you. So once again, the second part goes, that's the same as before, right, 2, 2, 5, 7, but then you're going up onto the A string. You can even slide it, because I believe the guitar players in the Beatles, either John Lennon or George Harrison, I believe they do like a bend there or a slide. You could slide it on the Mando if you want, but just keep it simple, like that. So what is that? That's 3, 7, 5, 3, 7, right? And 5. So and then you're back into that pattern once again. All right, that is the Beatles' Birthday, a really fun song to play on the mandolin, really cool 7th arpeggiated licks that you can pull off on the mando and impress your friends and anybody else, especially if they're having a birthday. Thanks very much for tuning into RPM once again. My name is Mike DeJong. If you are new here, please hit that little subscriber button, that red tab on the way out. We really appreciate your patronage. And if you are a returning visitor, thank you once again for your ongoing support. Please check out our Patreon and Amazon links down below. My name is Mike DeJong. Thanks again for watching RPM.